Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so I kind of skipped a couple of days of the Edge of Greatness series. I think today is day 5. So, I didn't go to work Monday or Tuesday, so this is my first day going to work. Yesterday I wasn't feeling so well, so I didn't go to work. So, but yeah, if you know, wink, wink, and you can't figure it out, then you can't figure it out. But so everything's been going well. You see, I got my new chair, so I'm going to be sitting and I'm going to be talking to you guys because I do not feel like standing up and talking because sometimes I talk a long time. So today's been a pretty chill week. I think I've been in and out like this whole week. Well, ever since Sunday. I didn't even go to church Sunday. Ever since Sunday, like, or last Saturday, I just didn't feel like doing nothing. But I have to stop that. Like, when you don't feel like doing anything, that's when you need to get up and do something. So that's I'm learning. So yeah, I didn't do anything. I just went to work today. That was the first day I went to work. I haven't even went to the gym this week. This has been a pretty lazy week. I'm learning that I might not be able to get the car at the end of the summer, and that's making me sad because I realized that I work between 3 and 4 days a week. That's about between $200 and $300 every 2 weeks. I mean, not every 2 weeks, once a week, and then after 2 weeks, it's about $500. So I don't know. Well, I don't know. I can't say I'm not going to get a car. I don't know. I just got to see what it looks like at the end of the year, and then also I have to pay my health insurance, and I also have to pay for groceries. Next month I have to pay for groceries, and I gotta pay for my phone bill. So those are 3 bills right there. If I get, well, including the car. So I have to figure out how to get a car. That's the biggest thing, is getting a car. And if I don't get it this summer, I'm gonna figure out a way to get it before next year, because first I need to get a car, and then I want to get my own place, so that I'm gonna have my own place, a car, and then my own place, a car, and then and you see his little twigs in my hair. This to keep them twisted. I got dreads. They're growing, and they're short right now, but they're gonna get longer. But I don't know. I really want a car. At first I didn't want a car, but a car is very essential, especially if I wanted one. I'm thinking I want to get a car. I wanted one next semester because I plan on going to school. I planned on having a job that I can travel to. I don't like driving. Even when people drive, I get nauseous. Like, I don't like driving at all. I hate driving. But I don't want to not have a car or not drive, because driving is essential to life. You need to learn how to drive, especially with the way this world is going. Like, in order to get A to B, you need a car. And yeah, I need a car to get me to my job. So, and if I want to work a job in my field, I need to have a car. I can't just be taking the bus to work. Like, I mean, I can, but I don't want to. Or taking an Uber every day. If I took an Uber every single day to work, that literally would be like $200 every single week, maybe even more than that. So I need to have a car. So the biggest thing that I'm gonna work towards is getting a car, and that's what the goal was for this summer. But the way my money's coming, like, I get paid this week, I'll get paid next week, then I'll get paid next week. So I'll probably make $1,000. But then after paying my phone bill and then paying my health insurance, I might only, and then, buying groceries, I might only have $500. So I think I might not pay my health insurance this month, and I might pay it next month, so I can have more money. But more money, because I'm gonna tell my doctors I can't pay it because, and I know it's essential, but that's the one thing about having Crohn's disease is you need to have health insurance, because if you don't have health insurance, then you can't take care of your disease. And it's something that you born with. It's not something that you got, like, doing something bad. I'm not gonna mention any diseases because I don't want to offend anybody, but because Crohn's disease is genetics. It's not something that you get, when you already out. I mean, you might be high risk for some things, but you still get them because of your decisions. But Crohn's disease is just hereditary, so it's genetics. So that's why, well, in my case it's hereditary. I don't know about whoever else got Crohn's disease or whatever, but my case is hereditary. So I have to deal with that, and I have to go through that. And that's why it's just, that's why I'd be like, damn, if I didn't have Crohn's disease, health insurance, I mean, it wouldn't be a big of a deal to me. I mean, it wouldn't, it's a top priority. My mama stresses it, but it's just like, if I'm gonna pay health insurance, I told my mom, if I'm gonna pay health insurance, I might as well pay for the whole thing, the whole 9 yards. Because I'm not about to be wasting $200 a month, and I might as well pay the extra $100, because what's the point of putting my money into this insurance? And I gotta pay that every month. Why not just pay the whole thing? So that's what, when I get a health insurance this time, I don't know when it's gonna be, but my top priority right now is getting a car, you know, until I can find good health insurance. It's like everything's expensive, and especially for being an adult. So, and growing my YouTube channel, like, okay, you guys, I have 20 subscribers. So, and I'm hoping by the end of the year, I'm hoping to have 50 subscribers by the end of the year. And then next year, over 100. Like, I want to keep growing and keep growing. So this is just a day in my life. I'm going to have more videos, you know. This summer is going to be a pretty boring summer. It's just me working. Besides going to work, I'm going home next week. So you guys, I think, let me think. Should I bring my, no. I mean, I could bring my tripod and I could record. I'm trying to think. I think I might have to bring my tripod home, because I need to record, you know, on my bed. I need to have my camera sitting up on something. I don't want to bring my tripod home for one reason, because I don't want to forget it. I don't want to forget my tripod. If I forget my tripod at home, I'm going to be really pissed. I had a small tripod. I don't know what happened to it. I had a smaller one, but I don't know what happened to it. I would have just brought that one, but I don't know what happened to it. But I know that I think I will bring this home, because I think when I go to the track, I'm going to the track. I think I'll take this tripod with me, even though it's gonna be, well, it's not gonna be that big if I, you know, push it in. I can show you guys me working out on the track, me running around the track. I might record that and make it a reel, me running around the track, you know, Sumner's track. I think I'll do that. And then I'll probably do videos. I'll probably do that. Me running around the track for 5 days. I'll probably record a video in the morning, and then I will do a video of me. Probably have me video running around the track, and I'll probably have one video where I'm talking and walking at the same time around. I think I did those videos a long time ago, where I had the camera and I recorded myself walking around. So yeah, I'm going home for a week. I'm going home Saturday, and then I'm gonna stay home for a week. Then I'm coming back here, and then pretty much all I'm doing is I'm just gonna be going to the gym and going to work. That's pretty much my whole summer. Nothing else. That's the reason why I want to get a car, but you know, I think I will get a check in the mail. I think I am. I get one every single year back from school. If I don't get one this year, it usually comes around towards the end of June, towards the July. If I get that check, and if I get that check plus this check, I'm using that to put a down payment on the car. I'm getting a car. I really want a car. I want a car. But this video is, and then after I get off this video with you guys, I'm going to write 3 more poems, because you know my next book, Black Lazari Through Concrete, that is another book that I will be publishing this year. And then next year, you know, I'm going to be publishing Haircut. And then after Haircut, I'm going to be publishing A Champion. Or I don't know which one is going to come first, but I'm publishing those 2 books. And I want to publish another children's book next year. So I'll be publishing 3 books next year. And then after I publish that one, when I turn 26 years old, I will be trying to think. I'm trying to think, dang, what am I going to say? I will be I'm gonna be writing a book for when I turn 30. I'm gonna be writing a book for when I turn 30. And I do want to write another Crohn's disease book. I think I'm gonna write I'm gonna I don't know what I want the book to be like, because I don't know if it's gonna be Crohn's disease didn't defeat me too. I don't know the title of it yet. I don't even know the title of the book when I turn 30. Because when I turn 30, the exact day I turn 30, I want to release the book. And I think I'm gonna already have it finished. It's gonna be finished, but I'm gonna have a publishing day for it, because it took, for this book that I just published, it took 3 days before it published. I published it like on a Tuesday, and it was done publishing like on a Thursday. So it took like 2 to 3 days for it to publish. So if I do end up publishing it January the 2nd, I'm gonna probably publish it like 3 days before, probably like December the 25th, like have it done and publish it December the 25th, because it's not gonna be done until December the 28th. So 27, 28. So even though it's gonna be for my 30th birthday, it's probably gonna be a little bit before my 30th birthday. So I'm probably gonna publish it before my 30th birthday. So yeah, it might say to time 30 or something. I'm just giving it a random book title. I'm not saying that's gonna be the book title, but it might be say time 30, and that might be the book. But I might not make it known to people until I'm 30 years old, till January the 2nd. So when I turn 30, that's gonna be my book that I write when I'm 30. But I'm gonna start writing that book when I'm 26. I'm gonna start writing stuff, writing different things that I learned all the way to 26 years old. And like every year that I go through, like when I turn 27, when I turn 28, while I'm 26, while I'm 27, while I'm 28, while I'm 29, things that I want to apply to when I'm in my 30s. That's the book, what it's gonna be about. So I'm not gonna wait till I'm in my 30s. I want to apply them so when I'm in my 30s, I'm prepared. So that can be a memoir for people who are about to be 30, or they're like, hey, what do I do when I'm about to be 30? Or you like me, you just turning 30, you want something to follow. So this is going to be the book to follow. This is going to be the advice from me, and advice that I'm giving, the advice that I've learned in my 20s that I want to apply for when I'm in my 30s. And it's going to be here before you know it, hunty. It really is. And then I want to have another Crohn's disease book, which I don't know yet. I don't even know if I'm going to write. I want to write one, but I'm like, what am I going to write about? And because after I write my books next year, I got my Crohn's disease book that I want to write. I'm trying to think of my Crohn's disease book. I got my 30 book that I want to write. That's gonna be my 7th book, and I want to write a Crohn's disease book. So by the time I'm 30, I should have 8 books published. And I do want to write another poetry book, but it's going to be a minute before I write another poetry book, because even writing these poems out, I'm like, sometimes my brain is fried. Like, I don't know what to write. So I just be writing some bull. Sometimes I write like bull S, and then they come together in the end. I'm like, oh, that was actually great. So after I write Black Lazari Through Concrete, this poetry book, I'm probably not going to write one until I'm like 30, 35. I don't freaking know. Until I'm in my 30s, I think I'm going to write one poetry book for every, like when I'm 30, write another poetry book. And then I can probably start writing now when I'm 30, have it published when I'm 32 or 33. And then that poems will ride out until I'm 40, then I write another poem book. Because this poetry book is going to have over 200, well, 30, 60, 90, 30, 60, 90. It's going to have over 200 poems. It's going to have over 200 poems. Because I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 30, 60, 90, 130. Yeah, it's going to have over 200 poems. So that's 200 poems. That's like a poem. That's a poem every single day in the year, or half a year. That's like a poem a day. So y'all gonna have enough poems to last y'all all the way until I'm 30, because who knows when my book gonna pop off. So I'm not about to sit here and write 1,000. I mean, I could write 1,000 poems, but I mean, you really could. You could do like 3 poems a day, and you can get to like 1,000. But I'm not doing that. I think, like I said, when I turn 30, I'll probably write some more poetry. But poetry is very creative. You have to really dig deep and tie your soul to carve out a piece of you into every poem and make it. And then some things don't make sense. Some of them poems, like, they make sense to me, because if you read the title, then you'll understand the poem. That's what I'm saying for my poetry. Read the title and you'll understand the poem. So if it says If my poem, I think the poem I wrote yesterday, it was called, I forgot what it was called. It was called, so I think it was called Selfish. I think it was called Selfish. So if it's called Selfish, then you know the poem is about selfishness, or me being selfish, or how I see selfishness. It's about being selfish. It's about how I view selfish. It's about maybe people perceiving me as selfish. That's why the poem is titled Selfish. So, or if it's titled Nothing, or I think I have a poem titled Cinderella, a poem titled Queen, a poem titled Rivalry, or a poem titled Reputation. I do have a poem titled Reputation. So it's about your reputation. So always look at the title to understand the poem. That's what I would say about my poems. Always look at the title to understand the poem. If you want to understand the poem, look at the title. So if it says reputation, then it's about reputation. If it says selfish, it's about selfish. Oh, I got a poem called Confident. If it's about confidence, if it's called Confidence, this is about confidence. Pretty much. My poems are straight to the point if you just read the title. All right. So I'm going to end this video here. One day my YouTube channel gonna pop off. I'm gonna have a YouTube. I'm gonna be an author. I'm gonna have a YouTube channel. Well, let me think. I'm gonna be an author. I'm gonna have a YouTube channel. That's all I got right now. Just an author YouTube channel. I don't freaking know. Oh, and I wanted to create a cartoon. So I'm going to school in the fall. I'm gonna make sure that happens. But I want to create, I don't know. Maybe I should start school in the spring. That does make sense. Instead of trying to start this fall. Only because it's not that I don't want to go to school, but I'm considering not going to school in the fall, but going to school in the spring. Because then I could get a job. I could get a job and I could stack my money up. I could work a job, get me a car, get my braces, get certain things figured out, go to the gym. And I don't have to have school in a way. And I could start school in the spring when I turn 26. I think I might do that. But then I don't know. Because some classes, I'd have to look at the schedule. I think what I'm going to talk to my advisor is if I can start in the spring, if I can. Because some classes, they might only start in the fall. Some classes are only starting in the fall. So if I do decide to start in the spring, it's like, will that work out? So I think I'm gonna call them and see if there's some classes that I can, if there's a way that I think I'm gonna schedule an advising appointment and see if there's a way that I can start classes in the springtime. Get started classes in the springtime, because I'm thinking that it came to my spirit, like maybe I might start classes in the springtime instead of the fall, because then that'll give me enough time to get a job, save up money, stack my money up, work out, get my braces, do certain things, because sometimes school gets in the way. I'm not saying that I'm going to forget about it, but maybe I should just use this semester to stack my money up, get my own place, do all that, get out there, and then start classes, because then I'll be working a job. Then I can work my job around school, or I can make sure I have a job that can work around school. It's just a thought. I'm thinking it now. I'm just going to see how this semester goes. I'm not going to rush through it, but I'm considering it. But, all right, this video is about to end. But help me in my Echoes of Tomorrow. We just figuring out life. This is Echoes of Tomorrow. This is post-graduation. So just bear with me. All right? All right. Bye.